Hi guys, this is a very specific word for someone, okay? And I understand a lot of people are gonna say, "Oh, God wouldn't show anybody Disney and da da da." Listen, the daughters of God who gets it, we get it, okay? We get it. I don't have to explain myself. We get it. So this is a word for someone, and I'm gonna say this: your prince is on his way. Dear Cinderella, your prince is on his way. I understand that you've been feeling alone. I understand that you're going through a lot. And I understand that God has removed you from a lot of people and it tends to feel lonely. And you've been asking God, when is your prince coming? He is coming. The Lord showed me some things that you had to go through, but He specifically pointed something out to me. I don't want to explain how He showed it to me. I'm going to keep that a secret because you already know what it is. But I'm going to say this. I know around the holiday seasons, you are very lonely. Around the holiday seasons, you get really depressed. The holiday season is your favorite season. And I understand it gets really weary when you have to sit there and watch couples wear matching pajamas, people making food for their partner. And I understand that it can make you feel down when you look at your circumstances and you don't really have anyone to share the holidays with. And you're like, God, this is my favorite season, but for some reason, I don't have someone to share this with. I don't have someone to love. God knows the love that you have to give your partner because that is how a wife is supposed to treat her husband. But God has someone that's going to share that exact same love with you. I know it was a long time coming, but patience was needed. Reason being is because you are God's princess. A lot of God's daughters are His princesses. Like I said, those who know, know. I know, I know. He calls me Princess Jasmine, but He calls you His Cinderella. And it was a long time coming. And I just want to say, I understand that you went through a lot of trauma. You were even locked in an attic like Cinderella. May not have been like a real attic like Cinderella, but you had people around you that were trying to lock you away. They were trying to block your destiny. They're trying to keep you in the dark. They may have even put you in jars, okay, and buried you. And a lot of these people, they saw the love from this prince that's coming in. God had to make sure that before He sends this prince in, that you have already removed yourself from these people, that you have already understood your individual walk, your individual calling, aside from your husband. Because God wants you to have your own identity. He wants you to be your own person because you have a purpose through His will as well. Right? And God had to also teach you how to love yourself and not how to depend on others to love you. This is a lot of the training that you had to go through because He had to prep you. Not only to walk in your calling, but to also be a Proverbs wife. It is soon time. This season, this holiday season, you're not gonna sit there and wonder why you can't dress up with your partner, why you can't cook for your partner. This holiday season, you're gonna have a smile on your face and not a frown. And the blessing that God is gonna bring you is the shoe that is connected to your destiny and your purpose. God had to also make sure that your prince is equipped. Again, because you're His princess, you're His Cinderella. So God wanted to make sure that the prince that He has for you is going to love you the way how He loves the church. That He's going to honor God's commandments when it comes to how to treat you. And that He is going to love you the way how He loves God. And God had to make sure that this man, this prince, is equipped enough to do these things before He sends him to you. Because God does not want to see you hurting anymore. God knows you deserve love. God wants to give you love. But trust me, the patience is worth it. because you're going to be with someone that's going to love you right. And this love, this marriage is going to break the generational curses, the marital curses that your family had to endure for decades, for centuries, for years. Your children are going to grow up to see how a husband and wife are supposed to love each other. Your children are going to grow up to see a good example of how a man of God is supposed to love God's princess. Okay? So I want to share this with you from one princess to another. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.